going? It's been a while since I've been on a live stream, but here I am. Let's make sure everything is set up and ready to go. I'm also sorry for the lighting in here. Not the greatest lighting in the world. I may have to hook up my power bank to this LED light behind here. If it's too grainy or if it don't look that great, because all I got is one little light over here shining. So what's going on, TJ? Um, so if the light ain't that great, then I apologize. But yeah, I'm gonna pull up my stream here on my. Let's see if I can find it here. Switch to live. It's not pulling up for some reason. So I take a second to get some of these bugs worked out here. What's up, Jose? What's up, Paul Evers? What's going on? How's it going? I'm just trying to find my live stream here so I can monitor the questions and stuff that come in. How's everything sound? How's everything look? What's going on, Sean White? How's it going? Thanks for joining in. It's been quite a minute since I've done a live stream. I'm looking here at my previous live streams, and the last one I done was 3 months ago. So yeah, it's been a minute, but I can't seem to find my live stream for some reason or another. It is public. Well, it has to be public because I got people watching. Sound is perfect. Audio is good. Okay, sounds good. I'm on the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. Still rocking with the 22 Ultra. As most of y'all know, I had the 24 Ultra for a bit, but just really didn't see it being worth having. So I think that's something. I can't even find my own live stream. I know what I got to do. There it is. Had to search my own name to find my live stream. So yeah. Are you scared? My dog must be scared to death about something. I don't know. Don't know if she's scared of the camera or what. But anyway, looks like that I'm a little. Let's just try to bring this in just a little bit here. Am I crooked? It looks like that I'm just a little. I'm a little crooked or something here. Let's try to work on the camera angle here just a little bit. Sorry, I haven't done this in a while, so okay. So now I got everything here pulled up and ready to roll. So it says, been watching you since 2016. Your content is awesome, always awesome to watch. Well, I appreciate it. I have been very slow in uploading here lately. I've just not really been feeling it. Been going through a lot of stuff, and I just have not been able to make the content that I want to make. And so going live is a whole lot easier. And I get to interact with y'all. So get notified right away. That's what's up. Walmart refused to refund my iPhone 11 Straight Talk. Why? Non refundable. Everything should be at least 14 days. That's kind of messed up. Yeah, it's definitely more than capable. S22 Plus is pretty good from what you've heard. Haven't used that one. What's up, Matt's? What I've heard of it, but I haven't used that one. Yeah, I think that's what I said. Matt's Tech Review. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, if I had a 22 Ultra, I wouldn't upgrade to the 24 Ultra unless I had a very good trade-in deal. And yeah, I didn't have a very good trade-in deal. I mean, it was okay, but it wasn't the greatest. I mean, I think I I think I paid $600 out the door with a trade-in, but I halved my storage, and I just really didn't think that it was worth it. And honestly, for what I use my phones for every single day, they've optimized the 22 Ultra so good that it don't really have any heating problems anymore. And the speed is good. Battery life is it's decent. It ain't the greatest in the world, but it is what it is. Um, so yeah, if I could have paid $300 for it, then yeah, I would have kept it. I went to two Walmart locations, they wouldn't take it. Man, insist on getting your refund and contact them again. Hey, keep up the good work. Mathic Review. Thanks for that super chat. I really appreciate it. It really helps the channel out and helps me out right now. So thank you so much. I do appreciate it. So my main thing today is people ask me a lot about carriers and what should I go with this carrier, go with this carrier, go with that carrier. There's a lot of carriers out there. Yeah, I'm going to get hit on Boost here in just a second. There's a lot of MVNOs out there. A lot of good prepaid carriers. You got Metro by T-Mobile. You got Boost Mobile. You got Visible. You got Mobile X. You got Helium Mobile. And you got a lot of networks and a lot of prepaid companies to choose from, and all of them are I wouldn't say some of them are similar, some of them are they give you the same this or same that, but they charge more, charge less. Some offer you better this, better that. When it comes to carriers, you just gotta be mindful of what towers that they use and what's best for your area. Because I could sit here and tell you, oh, go with this carrier here, but it may not be good in your area. And that's where I think a lot of people get things confused at is people will push and push and push and push and push a certain carrier, but everybody may not have the same kind of reception, the same kind of 5G, or if you use 5G or whatever, it may not have the same kind of quality as somebody else may have. Um, but if you're on the Verizon network, then I still recommend Visible. I've been with Visible for over 2.5 years. I would say going on 3 years now. Not quite 3 years, but I think it'd be 3 years in September. So next month will be 3 years with Visible. And the only thing I can say bad about Visible on the Verizon side is their customer service. And the only reason why I say customer service is because chat only. Online chat only. It sucks. I've never liked that. I've never been a fan of online chat only. They do got a number that you can call, but I think they can call you under certain circumstances. And you can call them under certain circumstances, but mostly, why am I buffering? Okay, I was buffering there for a second. Should have been buffering at all. But anyway, not really sure what you heard last. But going back, what did y'all hear me say last? That way I can go back and say what I was saying. Yeah, visible does. Yeah, visible chat. Visible chat. Being able to contact them and them contact you is only under certain circumstances. And so I think that kind of sucks. And having to write. I mean, you'll spend 30 minutes easily on the phone with them, just trying to get one simple thing done. So that's the only thing about Visible I can say negative. So you got $25 for their basic plan with unlimited talk, text, unlimited data. It's deprioritized data, but it's still unlimited data and unlimited hotspot. Then you can pay 45 or in certain circumstances 35 if they offer their, Visible Plus plan for $10 off or something like that for a certain amount of time, and then you get premium data, you get ultra wideband, you get a lot more stuff. So I would say Visible is the best bang, you know, it, right now. That's just my personal opinion. There's a lot out there, but I would say Visible for Verizon. Um, Total by Verizon is now Total Wireless again. Yeah, I know. Can't make up their mind what they want to be. Toxic says, "Hey RJ, just letting you know, Blue, yeah, I seen the Bold K10, but I didn't see the Bold K50. I don't think. Hmm, are they on Amazon? I'm curious. What's up, tech guy? How's it going? Exactly, the visible chat. I've been with Boost for 10 plus years. Never had a problem with service being great. Yeah, exactly. Well, see, that's where I'm heading at next. I got the visible basic plan for 20 months, $20 for 24 months. It's been great. Yeah, that's what's up. I wish that everybody would use my promo code. um, or my referral code. It's not a promo code, it's a referral code. I could sure use them. If you're planning on going over to Visible, down in the description is a link to Visible with my referral code, and I think you can also put in a promo code as well. Um, so you can get a promo code and then a referral code, and that would really help me out. It help you out. So if you plan on going to Visible, yeah, save $20 off your first month. I get the same off my next month, and it really helps because Visible's been kind of screwing me in that department lately. I got like 5 or 6 referrals, and only 2 has went through for some reason. I don't know why. Let's see. Now for AT&T, um, August 1st, US Mobile will have AT&T compatibility, which is awesome. Which US Mobile is also one of those carriers that I also recommend. If you got Verizon, if you got AT&T, which is going to be soon coming, and T-Mobile, $25 a month, and you don't get unlimited data. Well, you get unlimited data, but of course you're throttled down after like 30 gigs, something like that. But US Mobile has also been a very, very stable MVNO. I had them for a short time, loved US Mobile. And for the longest time, they've had Verizon, they've had T Mobile. But now, starting August 1st, they're going to have all 3 major networks. And from the best of my knowledge, it's going to be all be the same price for their unlimited plan. And their cheapest one is $25 a month. You can, of course, step it up and get more premium data and stuff like that. But US Mobile is also, but Boost Mobile, I've been with Boost Mobile for quite a while myself. And I know there's a lot of confusion going on with Boost Mobile, with Boost Infinite and Boost Mobile, getting rid of Boost Infinite and having all Boost Mobile and all of this, that, and the other. And Dish can't make up their mind what they want to do. But as far as the network goes and how it works, I'm on the AT&T side of Boost Mobile, and I've had zero problems the entire time that I've had Boost Mobile. My billings always went through. Customer service is not the greatest, but it's really there's no carrier with good customer service anymore. They're all crap. They're all awful, in my personal opinion. Um, so yeah, customer service is not the greatest with Boost Mobile, but at least they got one. Um, their plans are halfway decent, especially their $25 plan they got. They give you 30 gigabytes of high speed premium data, I think now, and all this other stuff. So I would say Boost Mobile is another good route. I know they get a bad rap. I know they get a lot of hate, but Boost Mobile is also on my list of a carrier that I still recommend, even though now I don't like eSIM. I've heard there's having problems with eSIM and stuff like that or whatever. I could personally give a crap less about eSIM. I prefer physical SIM. That way I can just take the SIM card out of one phone, pop it to another phone if I want to, and be done with it. No eSIM crap for me. And unless it becomes mandatory later on down the road. Let's go back and look at some of the comments here. Did you get rid of your horrible A15 5G? I didn't get rid of it, but I lost it. I don't know where I wanted to see if I wanted to see if it was going to be unlocked from Metro because it's supposed to be unlocked on the 25th of July, and I have searched high and low for that sucker, and I can't find it anywhere. I have no idea. It did get One UI 6.1 with Android 14, but which it may have Android 14 when I got it. I don't want to remember. It was only One UI 6, but it was getting updated to One UI 6.1. And I wanted to update it. I wanted to see how it worked on a newer version and everything and see if it was going to be unlocked. But I've lost it. I have no idea where it's at. Definitely visible. Can't beat the price at unlimited hotspot access. Absolutely, Angelina. Absolutely. I mean, just the fact alone, customer service being kind of aside, customer, just that $25 basic plan with taxes and fees included, and you don't have to worry about being throttled down to 2G speeds. You're going to always have deprioritized, yes. So if you're in a congested area, your speeds is going to be no count. They're going to be pretty horrible. Um, but as soon as you get out of that congested area, your speeds is back to whatever they're supposed to be. It's hard to beat. It really is hard to beat. If you get Boost now with the iPhone 15 lineup, then you'll be on the native Dish network if your area supports it. Yeah. Um, I'm not in a Dish network area, and highly doubtful I'll be in a Dish network area for a while. Physical SIM card is unbeatable. Yeah, I agree. Um, there is some that loves the eSIM, and that's fine and dandy. Um, if you like eSIM, I mean, especially if you're going in, you're buying a Galaxy S24 Ultra or 24 Plus, and or you're going to buy an iPhone. Of course, iPhones are mandatory eSIM because they were too cheap to even to put physical SIM card slots in their phones. So, you know, that's kind of a messed up thing for them to do. You know that? I mean, taking away the SIM card slot, taking away that option, that's just stupidity, in my personal opinion. But if you have a phone with eSIM support and you're gonna only gonna use one phone for 24 months, 36 months, and only use one phone, then eSIM might be, hey, it's okay with you, you know? Um, but what if your phone breaks? What if you drop your phone and shatter your screen and it won't cut on? What if, something happens to it and you can't? I don't know. Crazy. You'll end up on the AT&T side. My aunt paid $180 a Cricket for Galaxy A03s in service. Cricket is a carrier I wouldn't recommend to my worst enemy. I wouldn't recommend Cricket to anybody. They want you locked. Yes, they want you locked in. Locked in. That phone is $40 at Walmart. I know, right? I mean, you could have got a phone like the Moto G Play 2024 edition for $50 on total. And that phone is probably, in my opinion, from what I've seen on paper, miles ahead of the A03s. Yeah, I still got my iPhone SE third generation. It's now unlocked, so I can use it on any carrier that I want to, which it's not being used in quite some time. It's actually sitting over there on the table, dead. It needs to be charged. You never had a bad experience with Cricket. Now, if you switch phones with a lot with Cricket, then it becomes a problem. I just don't like him as a carrier. I haven't liked them in a long time. I used to be with them years ago, back whenever they were Cricket before AT&T got their nasty paws on them. Back when it was just Cricket, it was okay and it was good. But now since AT&T owns them and AT&T is just a crooked carrier, in my personal opinion, I would recommend them to anybody because they are going to rip you off, and you can't use any phone that you want to use. If you use a phone that they don't recommend, or if you use a phone that they don't like, they'll just kick you off the network. They'll just suspend your service. Let's see if I got any. Let's look at all my messages here. AO3S is 3 years old. I'm surprised we can still buy it. Yeah, that is crazy. Now for T-Mobile side, you know, there is a ton of MVNOs for T-Mobile. I mean, I know everybody recommends Helium Mobile, and I never tested them before, so I have no idea how Helium Mobile is. From what I've seen about it and heard about it, sounds good. It works on the T-Mobile network, and you can do mapping. I don't understand all that stuff about mapping and everything, but you can do that and get credits to possibly lower your bill or pay your bill, depending on where you're at and everything. So that's sounds like a good deal. Let's see. Do you recommend jumping on those free deals with prepaid carriers? Um, what do you mean exactly? Because I mean, that could mean there's always a tie down with these prepaid carriers. You can get a free phone deal, but then the phone is locked for 6 months to a year unless you're on like Total, Visible, Straight Talk, any Verizon, because Verizon's got a 2 month unlocking period. So like if I got a phone like, well, it's charging right now, but I have the Moto G Stylus 24, and it's unlocked in 2 months. As long as you keep service. Which for some reason or another, mine was unlocked when I got it. Because when I got it into my settings and looked at my about, it said lock status or whatever. It said unlocked. Maybe because I bought it outright and didn't go through a firm and didn't make payments on it. Maybe because I bought it outright for 260 is a really good deal for that phone. Too visible, but yeah, starting to see more people in public with a Galaxy Flip. I have a Moto Flip, and honestly, I cannot get used to it. I mean, I bought it and kind of regretting that I bought it now because I really cannot get used to that flip. I mean, as somebody who grew up on flip phones, older flip phones from the 2000s were much easier to use than these flip phones now because the hinges are a lot more stiff and got to be careful. If you got to be careful not to go in there and dig in too deep and scratch the screen and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. I'm just not in. I'm really not in with these flips or folds personally. Um, I just want something more than a thin layer of plastic on the inside of my screen to where if something was to hit it the wrong way, it ain't gonna leave a permanent mark. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. Like the free phones, yeah. I mean, you can go to like Metro and get a free phone, but if you don't stay with Metro for a certain amount of months, that phone's locked and it's just gonna be a brick. Straight Talk is offering the Moto G Power 24 free when you port in a number with their $45 plan. That don't sound bad. That don't sound bad. So I got 20 people watching. Awesome. Middle of the day like this. That's what's up. 13 likes. I really do appreciate it. And thank you again, um, Matt, for the super chat. That really helps out. It's a very good deal. Yes, it is a good deal. The G Power, I haven't used the G Power since like the 2020 G Power. The 24 G Power seemed like a really good phone, a really solid phone. I really believe that Motorola really bumped up their phones this year. I saw the G Power 24 at Best Buy and it's super nice for the money. Exactly. Motorola really did beef up their phones for the 24 model year. I have, yeah, I was fixing to say there, Sean White, I have the G Play 2024 that I was going to do a video on, but just can't get myself to make the thing. I don't know why I can't do it for. I guess it's just I'm dealing with a lot of stuff right now, and making videos is like on the bottom of my priority list. So just keep me in your thoughts, and keep me in to where I get back into making videos again because I need to make videos again. But yeah, because I think that I used the Moto G Play 23 and that thing sucked. Oh my goodness, that thing sucked. But they really nailed it this year. Yeah, I agree, Jose. They nailed it this year. They just don't. They just don't. They're awful on software support. Now, I'm not somebody who's always like, oh, they should give you 6 years of operating system updates, 7 years of security patches. Your phone ain't gonna be any good 6, 7 years down the road unless you got like a top flagship, and even then, it's going to be getting wore out after that long. But my G Stylus 24 was on the February update up until July, and I finally got the June update. And they're saying, one major OS update and 2 or 3 years of security patches bi-monthly. But I don't really care about a major OS update, but security patches is important because there is sometimes you got vulnerabilities that come through that needs to be patched on Android. And if these companies are not keeping up with updating the devices that need to be updated, you know. I grabbed the Moto G Stylus 2024 from Boost for $40 right before they switched their site. That's what's up, man. $40 is a good deal. Now, the reason why I say visible, it being 260 is a good deal, is because Visible is a good company. In 2 months, the phone's unlocked. With Boost, if you're going to stay with Boost for a solid year and use that phone for a solid year, it'll finally unlock in a year. Which I know that the FCC or whoever has made it to where all carriers have to have 2 months of 2 months, and your phone's unlocked. But when it goes into effect, who knows? What an awesome phone this G Stylus is. It is. I was kind of leery about it because the 23 G Stylus and 24 G Stylus has the same Snapdragon 6 Gen 1, and I was a little worried about that. They did bump the RAM up from 6 gigabytes of RAM to 8 gigabytes of RAM, but they must have either overclocked it or something that they done, because honestly, that 24G Stylus runs so much smoother than the 23. I don't know what they done to it. They done something to it, and they done something right. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Let's see. I'm not worried about software updates. Well, that's like I was saying a minute ago. When it comes to software updates, security patches is good to have because you got vulnerabilities sometimes that come through where it needs to be patched. And if they don't follow up on by monthly security patches and it's like 4 months down the road before they decide to update again, that just looks bad. The longest I'll keep a phone is probably 2 years, maybe 3. And that's what I'm seeing. Everybody thinks that, well, this phone has Android 14, and if that's all that it got was Android 14, even when Android 16 and Android 17 is out, all the apps are still going to work on your Android 14 phone. It's still going to get the new features of the new OS updates. But if you're going to pay $40 for a phone, $200 here for a phone, well, I pointed to the 22 Ultra, but you get my drift. If you're going to pay $200 for a phone, then more than likely, a couple of years, you're going to want to upgrade anyway. I 40 unlock The 40 unlocked Model 256 comes with dual SIM, micro SD support. Well, I have micro SD support on mine. Keep pointing like I'm streaming on the Moto. See if mine's done charging. Yeah, I've been charging this thing. Yeah, it's done charging. So yeah, the G Stylus is an amazing phone. I wish it was the red, but it's not the red, unfortunately. Quentin Thomas says, "I'm glad to hear from you. Hey, glad to see you're here. I appreciate it. Appreciate it." Alan 567 said, "What's up, RJ? Man, it's good to catch up with you on a live. You have real talk on your live stream for real. Hey, I try to be. I'm always trying to be as real as possible. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way I do things. But hey, I'm glad to see you're here. The Boost Celero Plus 2024. They're not bad phones, but they're huge phones. I mean, a 7-inch display. The phone feels very bulky in your hand, and then if you got a case on it, they're not a bad phone. I don't really recommend them. I mean, I know I said it probably in the unboxings that I recommend these phones or whatever. And as far as a phone standpoint, the way it's designed, the way it works, and how it works just fine, there's no problems with them. It's hard to recommend a phone that feels like a tablet in your hand. Never experienced a lag on this phone. Yeah, me neither. Thoughts on the FCC requiring all phones to be unlocked after 60 days? I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I think that these 12-month unlocking policies are stupid. 6-month unlocking policies are stupid. I think that that's a really good thing on the FCC requiring all phones to be unlocked after 2 months. Um, I think it's good. You know, I mean, you're paying for the phone. I don't care if you pay $20 for it, $40 for it. If they're going to put them on sale for that price, and you buy the phone for that for what they're asking for it, they should not keep you held hostage at that carrier for 12 months active before your phone's unlocked. Because in 12 months, that phone's already obsolete. I mean, phones nowadays, 6 months down the road, is obsolete. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I think keeping you held hostage at one carrier for 12 months, if you like them or don't like them, and keeping your service active just so you keep your service for your phone to unlock in 12 months, nah, that's bull. Yeah, when that happens, they're going to raise prices, probably so. But I mean, let's be kind of real here. I would rather pay more for a phone and it be unlocked in 2 months because you're always going to be getting a discount. I mean, let's just say this phone costs 400. This phone costs $400 unlocked from factory. I paid 260 from Visible. It's supposed to be unlocked in 2 months, but mine was unlocked from the get go. I don't know how or why, but it was unlocked from the get go. Um, I paid 260 for it, which was still $140 discount. And even if you got to pay $150 for a phone that like Metro used to give you for free, and you end up paying $100 for it because of an unlocking policy difference, it's worth it in my opinion. You know about? No, I've never heard of them phones before. We should go back. We should go back to the old two-way phone. Two-way phone. I'm a little confused. Maybe I'll get it if maybe I'll get it here in a minute. The old two-way phone. So yeah, like I was saying about carriers though. Oh yeah, Nextel. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, them were fun. Them were nice to have. I like the old Nextel phones. Um, yeah, Chirp was cool. I had Boost Mobile whenever they had Chirp because with Boost Mobile you could chirp with Nextel as well. I agree, RJ. Any lock phone you get on the Verizon network, like Track Phone, Total, Straight Talk, Verizon, Prepaid, Visible, and others, will unlock in 60 days. Yeah, And I think if I'm not surprised, not surprised, oh my goodness, if I'm not, if I'm not, if they haven't changed it, when you used to buy a Verizon prepaid phone, if is it was either 2 months, or if you added $60 to your plan, it unlocked immediately. They may have changed that. I don't really remember. But I do know it's 2 months, and I think 2 months is good. Cause, I mean, let's just say you go with Boost Mobile, and you're with them for, and you got a phone that you paid $50 for, $100 for, something like that. But let's just say in a month and a half that you get sick of Boost Mobile. Well, you only got to stick it out for an extra month to get the phone unlocked. And then you can port your number out, take your phone with you as long as it's supported with the other carrier, and you're good to go. I think that this, I mean, because you can literally buy a Galaxy S series from Boost Mobile and pay $400, $500 for it, and you are stuck with having to be with Boost Mobile for one solid year before the phone will unlock. As long as you don't change your plan, as long as you don't change your phone, and everything stays the exact same, no changes in 1 year, and you're always current, you're never late, your phone will unlock in a year. So that $400 you dished out, $500 you dished out for a Galaxy S series or an iPhone, it's locked. It's locked down for a year. Not sure about the $60 plan unlocking the phone right away, but you do get 15 off your bill for a whole year if you purchase the flagship. Yeah. Like I said, it's been years since I seen a phone that said that on the back. Cause I bought a Verizon prepaid phone about, I don't know, 5, 6 years ago. And I remember on the back of it, it's saying, unlocking policy, 60 days, or if you add $60, um, or add $60, it will unlock immediately. But that was, like I said, 5, 6 years ago. Dark Planet 9 says, Howard J, former Barfin Bob here, finally caught you live. Hey, what's going on, Dark Planet 9? Yeah, I prefer unlocked phones when I can as well. I just prefer to buy a phone unlocked. That way you ain't got to deal with it. You ain't got to deal with carriers, and you can just go. But it's always good to get a new phone. I don't know why. Which I have about the last phone that I bought was the Moto G Play 24, and it's still in the box. I haven't even unboxed it or anything yet. So yeah. I'll keep this stream going on for about an hour before I probably cut this off today. I wanted to kind of catch up with all of y'all and talk about some plans. I know I was kind of scattered with the plans and everything, but yeah, finally going in with T-Mobile. I mentioned Helium Mobile, but there is so many. I mean, Boost Mobile is trying to push away from T-Mobile and go into AT&T and then their own native network. Um, and then you have stuff like Mint Mobile, and I don't even know because T-Mobile don't have service in my area still. T-Mobile is still lacking in rural coverage, which is a shame. OG from the Car Live days. Yeah, I do miss those. I do miss the car live streams. but I don't know if I'm gonna you'll see them anymore or not. Uh, the car I'm driving right now, it's a lot harder to set up a windshield mount and stuff like that. You gotta have special kind of mount. I don't know. Samsung A15 5G with 8 gigs of RAM works okay. I mean, it probably takes 8 gigabytes of RAM for it to work okay. You're lucky. You're lucky. Your starts each day. LOL. Yeah, I like the car lives. Car lives, man. I mean, that was whenever I was getting way more views than I'm getting now on per video, and like 60 or 70 people in the live stream. Of course, the time of day matters as well. And I'm thankful for everyone that's here right now. 15 people watching in the middle of the day. Jerry says T-Mobile won't receive in my area neither. Yeah, T-Mobile is T-Mobile is good if you live in a good area. I mean, like in a city area. If you live out in the country areas, T-Mobile is just horrible. I don't know. They're so focused on their 5G ultra capacity and getting all the interstates and highways flooded with ultra capacity 5G that they don't really sit there and think about their rural customers they could potentially have. They just prefer they don't. I don't know what T-Mobile's doing. And that's why I don't recommend T-Mobile, is because I know how bad their service is once you get out of the city limits most of the time. It's pretty horrible. Tech guy says T-Mobile doesn't work well in my area. Yeah, it don't. I mean, it don't. And a lot of people, I hear a lot of people with T-Mobile, unless you live in a big city, and everywhere that you travel is on the interstate or on main roads. Yeah. What is Pure Talk? I'm not sure what Pure Talk is. I've heard of the name, but I'm not really familiar with a lot of stuff with Pure Talk. I know it's a carrier, mobile carrier, and MVNO, but I'm really not sure um, of who they work off of and their plans. Not really sure. $15 a month, T-Mobile, about a mile from Tower. $15 a month, T-Mobile. How do you get $15 a month, T-Mobile? Oh, okay. So I'm guessing that Jerry. I'm guessing that MVNO for AT&T is what Tech Guy says. You need a haircut. You need a haircut bad. It's growing out. I need a haircut. I also need a face cut as well. It's been a little while. I wish you could just shave your head and your hair never grow back. That'd be awesome. I'd love that. But anyway, it's off topic. But anyway. Oh, T-Mobile Connect plan for $15. I had the Connect plan once. I had a Connect plan once from T-Mobile. I tried it, but the signal didn't work. The signal didn't work for what? T-Mobile or AT&T? What did you try? Oh, T-Mobile. That don't surprise me. It's amazing that a lot of y'all in here in the streamer now saying T-Mobile is no count. And that right there says a lot, because JR says you can get T-Mobile for $50 a month from Mint Mobile, which of course is an MVNO for T-Mobile. Yeah, but they're 3 months plans, so you got to pay $45 up front, which ain't bad because you're going for 3 months, so it's like $15 a month. And I've heard really good things about Mint Mobile. I've never tried them personally, but I've heard really good things about Mint Mobile. Do I still play GTA? I got really burnt out on GTA. There for a long time, I was playing it. I was playing it all the time, and once I got burnt out, I got burnt out, and I have not cut it on. I've cut it on maybe 3 times in the past 6 months. Um, I got bored with it. I'm ready for GTA 6. 15 a month, T-Mobile Unlimited, 5 gigabytes of data. See, that's what I'm on right now with Boost Mobile. I'm on their 3 month plan that gives me 5 gigabytes of high speed data because I couldn't get on their $25 plan. I done some switching around. I live in the hills, so it's Verizon or AT&T. Yeah. If you live in the hills, if you live in the sticks, if you live out in the country, heck, if you live out of the city limits, it's usually Verizon or AT&T. T-Mobile is just T-Mobile gives you more bands than Mint. Well, I'm sure they probably do have more priority if you go with. I mean, if you go with actual Verizon, actual AT&T, actual T-Mobile, you're going to get more priority than you're going to get with Mint Mobile or Boost Mobile or any of these MVNOs. But you're going to pay a heck of a lot more money too. Does T-Mobile roam off of AT&T? I want to say yeah, but I don't want to say that for sure. Don't hold me to that. So yeah, while T-Mobile does give you more bands than Mint, you're going to pay about 3 to 4 times the amount of money for one line of service with T-Mobile. Is it really worth it? So yeah, I need to get back on the bandwagon. I need to get back on the making videos again. Tech is just kind of become stagnant. I mean, it's like you can either continually buy things, which I'm not going to do videos on, or talk about the same thing over and over and over and over again about the same phone or the same plan or the same manufacturer or something. I mean, I know it garners views, and I know the more that you do stuff like that, the more views you're going to get over time. But I don't want to take a phone like this right here, make 15 videos about it because honestly, there's not 15 videos to make about this phone right here. You know what I'm saying? Um, I just don't. I mean, I know it's views. I know you're going to get views on it because you're continually covering a certain phone over and over again. But eventually, you just get tired talking about it. I'm not even going to get started on all of that. Dark Planet. Do you remember the car that was shining its headlights in your face? I think so. I think so. That's been a lot of years. Something called yeah, yeah. Um, What was that? Mobile X. Yeah, Mobile X. Mobile X works off the Verizon network, and it lets you customize your plan, or you can go with 5 gigs of data for $15 a month, or 30. I think it's 30 or 35, 30 gigs of high speed for $25 a month. About on par with about every other carrier out there. I'm really not into doing app reviews because I don't really use but like a certain number of apps on my phones, and I just don't see that really going anywhere. Just being honest and being real with you. But yeah, Mobile X. But yeah, Mobile X is also a carrier that I'd recommend using. I never used them before. I've heard a lot of people talk about Mobile X and how good it is. Maybe it's worth trying out. But on that note, y'all, I think I'm gonna run off of here. I'm at 56 minutes here, going on an hour. So it was good to catch up with all. Do I recommend? I'll answer this one last question here. Do I recommend Straight Talk? I personally do not recommend Straight Talk, but that's not to say that they're a bad company. I just personally don't care much for their plans. Um, but as far as are they going to work? Yeah. But anyway, I'm going to jump off of here, y'all. It was good catching up with all y'all again. It was good to see all y'all coming through. Thanks for all the likes. 15 likes. If you haven't smashed the like button yet, be sure to smash that like button before y'all leave, and I'd appreciate it. Thanks to Matt's Tech Review for, I think it was Matt's Tech Review. Yeah, Matt's Tech Review for the donation. Super chat. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot. And good to see all of y'all. I'm gonna get out of here. If you're in if you're in the replay crew, let me know down below in the comment section. And if you're wanting to go with Visible, before I leave here, if you want to try out Visible, my referral link is down below in the description. Be sure to go over there, click that, apply it, and receive $20 off your first month. And I'll get credited as well, which will help me out. So that would be appreciated. And everything else. Um, so anyway, y'all have a good one, and thanks for watching.